a lot of transplanting just because I find it labor intensive, and because we have tractors and we run cultivators and stuff, I tend to like direct seeding, because then we direct seed, we flame weed, and then you run the cultivators. But with the brassicas and a couple other plants, we start them in bins, and then we transplant them. And the reason that I do them in here is I used to use a transplant machine after we'd done it by hand for many years, and now I've tended to like to go back to hand. But the reason I do it here is the transplant machine was actually what you call a bare root transplanter, and I really don't like plastic trays. I'm trying to get rid of all the plastic trays on the farm, so I stopped using plastic trays for seeding, because things have dreadfully small roots that are stuck in a little piece of plastic. And this is a good way to reduce, then reuse until they fall apart. So basically all the old tokens that got cracked over time, I go through and we drill some holes in them to let water out. We fill them with the composted leaf mulch, which you see over here. I got a pile of nice composted leaf mulch, which some squash and things are coming out of now. So we take that, and that on its own will not grow as a good seedling mix, but that mixed with lime is an awesome seedling mix. But if you don't have the lime in there, you'll tend to get something that will show up like this, right?
Little deficient.
It's not accessing
no
everything.
magnesium.
Yeah. So with these guys, so what I do here is we mix the lime inside of here with the nice composted leaf mulch. You just break it into a couple sets of furrows, because you actually want to have a bit of space in between the plants. Right? So if you look, these guys they actually have quite a bit of space in between them when you get in here. And that allows them not to become these crazy little leggy little guys. And
so they're bunching.
And the thing is here is that we farm 12 months a year, and we like to do things in the summer as well, like go out in the boat, go out in the mountains, go do stuff. And I don't want to be tied to a life of like nursing little tiny plastic trays.
So this takes care of business.
So you water like this, because the holes are up in the sides here. It always holds a bit of water in the bottom.
Oh, 1 inch. You leave 1 inch there, clearance.
Or maybe half, because you don't want to have it too waterlogged.
No, but some is better than none.
And so what'll happen with these is that if you didn't water this for a week, your plants aren't going to die, even in the summer. And then when you go to move this, now you can either pull these all up, and I'm not going to do this now because I just don't want to pull them right out, but you pull them up, and if you're going to use the machine, you just separate them, and they go into the little grabbers, and it goes in bare root through the machine, and then it puts it into the ground and it covers them off. We tend to just do these by hand now, because it's not really that big of a deal to.
Nice. So these are your seedlings for your winter crop.
So these ones are
or fall crop.
These are Brussels sprouts here. These ones are, I think that looks like, I don't label anything either. So sometimes, because if it goes out mixed, it makes a nicer color spectrum. That looks like cauliflower, and then there's some types of shooting broccoli over here. And I might have had a bit of cabbage, and then I'll do. Now we're getting towards the end of June. Now I'll do a huge block of brassicas for the winter, because brassicas don't really like the early summer on the coast.
No, too much heat.
Too much heat. They're plagued with things like flea
beetles
and all that kind of stuff.
Bugs.
I don't like anything that's extra work.
Yeah. So. Your biochar you're mentioning earlier. Do you add anything biochar or your wood ash or anything to this?
Not to these guys. So what you'll see is when we get up to the potato field, what we use all our biochar in is we roll the potato seeds in all the dust and all the chunks of charcoal. And then you'll see
they'll carry the nutrients for you.
And then as we put that out with the old we put it down, because you got the big hole that you're putting the potato seed in and planting it. Right, that distributes the biochar evenly through the fields, so then all the subsequent crops over the years have that, and that's the most uniform way to get it out. And the charcoal dust coats the potatoes, and it actually is kind of caustic to certain things that are
wear a hole in a bug.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. I love it. That's what I do too. So I love it.
Just while we're down here, this is sort of maybe the closest thing you'll get to actually permaculture down here. It's
beautiful.
Things, but inside of here, this is the greenhouse here.
This is nice. Oh, I like the grapes. So, wow, they're advanced, your grapes, Dave. Oh my.
What I like about grapes in the greenhouse,
look at this,
is
these are advanced grapes.
Is that this whole wall just turns into a beautiful canopy of grapes.
Nice.
There's enough for us and the restaurants and all the people who shop at the stand and all the little wasps that live in here. Because see, you get to know all the wasps, right? See, look, see these wasps here? These are actually a very gentle type of wasp. These guys don't sting, right? And they get to know you. people don't think that you have a relationship with animals.
No, they're good
but
wasps.
These guys here, they know you every day when you pick, and they know your hand movements, and as long as you don't bang into them really hard, they're not going to bother you.
No.
And if you actually start to get to notice them, they'll watch you and they recognize you. Right?
Yep.
And that's why
Yep.
that's why people who say I always get stung by wasps, it's because
But
you're
they-
always swatting at them, and they know you're a jerk.
Yeah, you're a meat eater. Yeah, I like the wasps because they eat cabbage moth. And that's why my cabbage grows so good every year.
Yeah.
How's your peach tree?
These are all tomatoes. Yeah.
Tomatoes, I see that. And you strung them up too. That's pretty cool. And look at the grapes, Dave. Oh my. They're way bigger than mine.
So there's 3 types in here.
Three types of grapes?
Yeah, these ones are a smaller grape.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind they are. We always call them Steve's psychedelic grapes. Because they always make you laugh when you're eating them with people, right? So they just
Oh,
have that name.
strange.
These ones are one that another
Looks
one.
like a Thompson seedless green one.
Yeah, well, these are purple in the end.
Oh, are they?
They're a purple grape, and they are a seedless grape. These ones I just put in 2 years ago, so this is the first year they had a couple on there last year, but not much.
Well, it looks bigger this year a little bit.
Yeah, those ones are late, and they get quite big.
Oh, look at the bird in here.
Yeah, they like it back here.
And a dragonfly. Oh, cool.
So
Look at this. It's a natural ecosystem. Hey, buddy, come here. Sorry. That was good. This is your peach, hey?
Yeah, this is the peach here.
Wow.
So this one, yeah, it's got, look, if you look inside of here, there's nice clusters of peaches inside of here. They're,
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
There's a bunch this year, though, you see, that didn't get right. You know, they're
Oh,
kind of just...
look at this big peaches here.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha.
Yeah, and up inside of here, there's
For some-
there's a few. Last
Oh,
year,
yeah, there's
last
some
year
over
there
here.
was about 80 on here.
Yeah.
And
There we go.
I don't think there's quite as many this year. It looked like there was in the beginning, but a lot of them turned shrivelly like this from bad pollination, I guess.
Right.
But because it's in the greenhouse, it blooms really, really early.
This is a nice looking peach. It doesn't have the curl on it, so it's nice. It's because you got it out of the rain.
And the best part about it is it's at the very, very back of the greenhouse that nobody ever comes into.
Ah.
Most people don't know it exists.
Exactly. Yeah, nice tomatoes, a row of tomatoes. Look at that on both sides. Organic farming at its best. Much love and respect, everybody. Take care of the land, be a good steward.